Welcome.
Yo!
What's
I'm
good,
sorry,
brother?
buddy.
Welcome to the Thursday Night Show, man. Random Thoughts with the Rev. We got Brother Johnsy. There is rumored that we might have a very special guest, Mr. Tony Lane, the
Who?
man himself, later.
Oh no. Rumors. There's rumors of brewing.
Like 5 minutes ago. Sorry, the wife was asking me a question because
Oh
she's
no.
the true superstar here. She deals with my
Amen.
bullshit on an hourly basis.
Right. Sometimes this shit gets minutely.
She understands my shenanigans and malarkey.
Yeah. So before we get in, besides all the lovely sponsors the Dude Network has, this show is always partnered with Willow Seasoning and Blends.
So naturally, you think it's the 70s again, man.
It's really, really good. Use a special deal right now. It's 23% off if you use code Johnsy2022. 23% off. I think TDN 2023 is also in effect. Get out there. Let's go. All right.
So we've been kicking around this idea. The Rev's real good at coming up with weird conspiracy theories. For all of
Yeah.
you who've been a fan of the Dude Network for a minute, you've heard tell of the King of the Hill conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something all brand new we came up with. You ever seen the Flintstones?
Oh, yeah, I have for sure.
You ever seen the Jetsons?
Yeah.
So those two shows are actually in the same time frame. And yeah. And it's actually a commentary on rich people versus poor people in a post-apocalyptic nuclear survival situation.
You see me? I mean, people, you see? See what we deal with? All right. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. And so let's dive into this.
Okay.
Let's dive into this.
So,
Why, Rev? Show me some proof.
okay, so where do the Jetsons live?
In outer space.
They do not live in outer space. They live in Orbit City,
Yep.
around the Earth, outside of the Earth's atmosphere. Where do the Flintstones live?
On the bedrock, baby.
Bedrock. So if you survive nuclear winter and we're trying to clean up and make a new civilization, you would, in theory, have to bulldoze and remove everything that was irradiated. So that means you'd have to get down to the bedrock level.
Yeah, at least several
Flintstones
feet
live.
down.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So
It's already lining up. It's already lining up.
oh, it gets better. So there's characters that are interrelated that people don't realize. Okay, who is Fred Flintstone's boss?
Why can't I remember his name right now?
Mr. Slate.
Slate, yeah. Flintstone.
What does Mr. Slate look like?
Exactly like Mr. Cogs.
Mr. Spacely Sprockets.
Yeah, or Sprockets, yeah. Sprockets, yeah. Spacely Sprockets, yeah.
So, in theory, they're like brothers. They're like cousins. They have the same genetic base.
Yeah.
Somewhere, because they look exactly the same. They're short, bald man, mustache, and they're like the foreman of the job site. So the theory is that if you are rich,
So
you could live in Orbit City,
yeah.
right? But if you were poor and couldn't afford it, you were stuck down here with the rest of us. Okay. And here's the thing. So the Jetsons and the Flintstones have the same stuff.
Yes. Okay. This is the part that started tripping me out.
Okay, so they both have record players.
Mm-hmm.
They both have TVs, coffee makers, cigarettes. It's all the same stuff. It's just, it's like your cell phone. Yeah. What generation iPhone do you have? Depends on how much money you got to spend on it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, the funny thing is like they came up with like 4 ideas and just recycled a bunch of shows around those 4 ideas, and we got duped for generations.
Good old Hanna-Barbera, bro.
Yeah, no, it's so great.
Absolutely, man.
It's like when you really start thinking like, oh my gosh, and they like at their work, it has all the same stuff. It's all cogs and gears and stuff, just made from different materials.
Hey, you know what? And they like in Orbit City, they have people movers, right? So you don't have to walk anywhere.
Yeah.
Shit, we have that now. You ever been in the airport?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Move along. Oh, you're too lazy to walk? Hey, we got you here.
Don't worry. We got you, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, like people forever were saying, probably still do, said that the movie Wall-E with all the fat people floating around looking for a planet like that's dead on to
Dead
where we're at.
on. Dead on.
And it's
balls
like
accurate, bro.
when you look at like, hey, we have walkways that do the walking for you.
For us and shit. Yeah.
It's like it's not that far of a jump to see like, oh, maybe.
Bro, you ever
Maybe
been to
we could've-
Walmart and see the fat girl on the fucking Rascal, dude? Like, you too fat to walk around Walmart to get your Cheetos?
And the Dude Network is now fat shaming. Here we are.
No, I will totally fat shame because you know what? Unless you have like a thyroid or pituitary problem,
Yeah, it's a
there's a simple solution. Put the fork down.
yeah.
Just put the fork down.
It's the same thing. We had the same issues, just not with food. Other
It's the same deal, man.
yeah, it's the exact same thing, dude.
You're in
You gotta,
control of that.
you gotta be done.
Figure that out.
You gotta.
I also don't think that if you weigh like 600 pounds, you should get a handicap placard for your car. You know
No.
what? You should get the spot at the end of the parking lot so you can walk to the entrance. Just
Yeah,
saying.
Well, I'm like I know like the pregnant mom thing in parking like that's newer.
See, we don't have that. You live in California. They have weird rules and shit. We don't have any of that.
No, I know, but like if anybody gets it, like that's legit. That's legit.
I'll tell you this. That's the one
Over a lot
person
of things that
you don't
get
want to
it.
fucking argue with. Like, don't argue with a pregnant girl. You're gonna fucking lose.
You
And
already
you're gonna
lost.
get hurt.
It doesn't matter if she told you that you were not alive and that you were dead, and you were just saying, "No, I'm alive." You are already starting out wrong.
Yeah, you're
And-
totally wrong.
And just a quick heads up: don't have that argument because she will be proven right.
Oh yeah.
Just a heads up. Like if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
draw that line.
Or don't listen to us, and we'll see you on the 5 o'clock news. So.
Yeah. Hey, it's cool, man. It's cool. You know, that's how we grew up.
No, it
You,
did.
you stayed out till the street lights were on, and those 2 weeks to make it ended up on Unsolved Mysteries.
You know, the kid that ate too many marbles didn't grow up to have kids of his own.
Yeah. You know. Is it sad? Maybe. Is it, whatever. Take it from it. Hey, we're just here to give you facts, people. We're not here. This is a truth show. Just random thoughts.
If you think we're going to be politically correct and give you a hug, you really watching the wrong show.
I mean, here, let's go. Here, bring it in.
No.
That's as good as it gets right there.
No.
Yep, California rain is slowing the signal, Robert. I hear you on that one, buddy.
Sucks, dude. Hey, you know
so,
what? You don't get to complain to me. We had like
No.
6 feet
Yeah,
of snow.
hey, no. Real quick, how many feet?
Like 6.
Yeah. In not a 7-day week, by the way.
Wake up,
No,
go
so-
to work. You're like, oh, right.
I was gonna wait till Tony jumped on if he's gonna jump on for this, but I've been slowly trying to make this connection better so that I have less and less issues, right, in a stable spot. Blah blah blah. I love doing it from the backyard because I love being outside. But as Robert said, like, hey, it's raining here like it was snowing for you guys.
Nice.
Maybe even a little bit worse. It's a break right now. But yeah, dude, there's like nothing but flood warnings. 99 and 5 into Sacramento is they were helicoptering people to safety off the freeway.
Nice.
So it's like it's not just like a lot of rain, it's crazy. But I can't be outside in my spot that I like to be. So I got off work late. The plan was to get home and have plenty of time, but I had to run 100 feet of Cat 6 out to the garage where there's a nice dry spot. And oh yeah, dude. Meanwhile, we got a fire kicking off, starting up for the evening. But it got a little chilly, so we turned the heater on to warm it up. I didn't think all this through. And this house was built in 52. So the ceiling space, like, folks, you know, I'm not tiny. And ooh, it was I was very I text the fellas and I'm like, hey, look, I'm not sure I'm gonna make it.
That's how our shows go, though, bro.
Eh,
It's quite all right.
Yeah, I just knew you'd appreciate having to crawl through this horrifically dusty. It's not even an attic. People are like, oh, you're in an attic? Like, yeah,
No,
yeah. I mean, I'm yes ish, I guess. It's
no,
the space. Yeah,
because like an attic is like
there's
the
room.
Griswold, like Christmas family
Yes.
vacation. You know, Griswold pulls the stairs down. You can like sit there and do stuff. No, you have a spot to hide bodies.
Yeah, in Home Alone, Kevin slept in the attic, the third floor. That's
Yeah.
an attic.
It's not the same, bro. It's not the
Yeah,
same.
we didn't grow up the same. Oh man, dude.
Dude, speaking of which, like 2 days before Christmas, one of my kids came up from Phoenix. We ordered pizzas, and I called a restaurant. I'm like, "Yo, give me 2 Kevin McAllisters." And this like Gen Z kid was like, "What?" Give me 2 Kevin McAllisters. Here's my address, and he's like, "I don't know what that is." And like, one of the owners was there.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's the guy asking for?" And he's like, "Well, this guy named Mikey said he wants 2 Kevin McAllisters." And you hear my boss is like, "That's our Dell guy being an asshole.
It's a cheese
Give me
pizza.
2 large
nuts.
cheese pizzas."
He's probably melting like, oh, dude, am I supposed to know what a Kevin McAllister is?
And all you hear is like my boss's laugh from
Yeah.
like the back.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird when, like, we've obviously been in it for a few years now, but it's weird when you hit that time in your life where, like, you go through that transition where, like, you never fucking seen Home Alone,
Right?
like now I just assume you haven't.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's easier now. But like when that was happening, it's like, dude, I'm not that old yet. How could you guys have not seen these great movies?
Bizarre, dude.
But yeah,
Dude, I go to the same gas station every day, pick up smokes, whatever, on the way to work. And I always see the same gas station clerk, and he was a cool dude. And we were chatting about shit, and I said, "You know what? The worst thing I ever did." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Became a fucking adult, man." Like, I don't know who put me in charge of shit. Someone said, "You're old enough. You're a grown up."
yeah.
I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Like there should have been like a third avenue for us to take. Like, oh, we can just be who we are, and somehow we were, you know.
Bro, there were no memos. There were no emails. There wasn't a fucking meeting.
They're just like, oh, hey, by the way, it's up to you now. Like,
yeah, like, are you sure you want to do that?
You remember the last 15 years, right?
Have you fucking met me before? Like, I know the shit that I say and do.
Yeah,
that's not a good idea.
Oh man. Hey, at one point, I even worked at a handicap school with kids with severe disabilities and aggressive behavior. They even let me work around kids. Well, they were like 17 to 22, but yeah. On a school campus.
Weird.
I know.
I was a chef on a college campus for years.
Dude, so the weirdest thing was getting interviewed for that, and they're like, hey, we need you to come back and we have a couple questions. And I'm like, well, this is it. This is the background check that says, why did you even apply? And I go in and they're like, hey, just so you know, this came up. And I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, oh, oh no, okay. So they go, this came up. I thought it was because I was in a boat accident in 2006 and I got 2 misdemeanors for it. Whatever. That's a whole nother story. But
How you get a DUI on a boat, motherfucker?
I was no DUI. I was on a jet ski, collided with a boat, almost died. It's a whole story. But anyway, so they go, hey, and I go, oh, is this about my boat accident? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh no. And so they say what it is, and I'm like, I like snap real quick, and I'm all, hey, I did a lot of work to put that down to an infraction. You're not even supposed to be able to see it. I didn't even know if all that was totally true.
Yeah.
And they backpedal. They're like, oh, sorry. Well, we just wanted you to be aware. Like, it was all. And I'm like, I walked out of there and I go, bro, I am not working here. Like, that was it right there.
Yeah,
I worked there for 5
hearing from them again.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm waiting for, threw my file in the trash.
I'm waiting for security to come, like,
escort you off the
yeah. And I ended up working there for 5.5 years.
Nice.
I left actually, so
I think I've shared this before, but I'll tell this in a little bit more detail. So, the job I have now, our flagship store is across the street from a restaurant that I worked at for a decade. Okay.
Dang, okay.
Well, I was a junkie and a pretty not nice individual for a lot of years. So for 9 years of working at that place, I was kind of a scumbag junkie.
Yeah.
And my last year there was my first year sober.
Oh, man.
So as it turns out, the owner of the company I work for now is like best friends with the general manager of the restaurant I used to work for.
And the dude you work for now probably loves you and raves about you. And he's like, yeah, we got 1 year of that guy.
He looked at me and said, so you worked there for that long? I said, yeah. Says, you know, I'm best friends with, like, we go hunt and our kids hang out.
Yeah.
And I looked him dead in the face and said, so I got like over a decade sober. That last year was not a good time. And he called up. He called them up while I was like sitting there. And I said, hey, what do you think about him? And this dude said, you know what? He was an interesting character, but you know what?
Yeah.
A decade, he showed up every day.
Yeah.
Never took a day off. So I've been working here for about 4 years now. When I was working at the other restaurant, I got into a knife fight at a bar and got stabbed, right? And showed up to work like wrapped in duct tape and all bloody and shit and still did my job. That general manager said, you're going to go to the hospital and get stitches or I'm going to fire you. Like, you need to give me a work release. So I do.
Yeah.
And about 6 months ago, I asked the owner, the owner of the company that I work for, and I said, hey, Dave, did that dude ever tell you about that idiot line cook who showed up with stab wounds after a night of rough drink? And he goes, yeah, I heard that, sir. That guy was fucking stupid. I'm like, you hired that idiot.
He's your favorite employee.
He's your go-to guy now.
Yeah,
Damn it.
He's like,
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, hold on. Let's do a little
recap.
Comment recap. Hey, Burley stopped by, just passing through.
Burley.
Some of these are really old, but Damon, hey, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, folks.
Like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share.
Sir. Robert's up in the mix.
Oh, that's good, brother Robert.
Let's see, and Willow's up here with Massel Chef.
Good, man.
Hey, Robert loves the Kevin McAllisters.
Saying, dude.
Yeah, we got a question. Have you ever had a small cut on the end of your finger? I'm sure that's supposed to say, and you eat pizza, and the acidity of the sauce almost kills you?
Me personally, no, because I do a lot of metal work. So I
Mhm.
constantly have like cuts and shit on my hands. I've
Yeah.
kind of built up a tolerance to it over the years.
I mean, that's from an 1800-degree burn.
Yeah.
You know, it's. I'm stupid still. I'm still stupid. That's what it breaks down to. Okay.
And for me, constantly like making
Oh,
stuff.
tongue. He's. Oh, I meant
Oh,
to say tongue. Okay.
um,
Um.
maybe my younger days.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, whoever made that pizza sauce doesn't know what they're doing. It should not be that acidic. Ever.
Balancing all things, man.
I mean, that you have to add more acid
Yeah,
to tomatoes to a tomato-based sauce to make it.
that bad.
Shit burns like hell, boy. Hmm. Struggle's real out there in Colorado, I guess.
Apparently, man, you got some serious sauce going on up in the mountains there.
Right? Hey, I'm sure there's. I know, like you talk about like pizza and East Coast Chicago, like where it all began. You know, original, like with it came with just cheese. Uh,
The pizza margarita, man. All it is
yeah,
fresh
yeah, yeah,
tomatoes, flatbread,
yeah. You know, I'm sure
fresh
like
pulled
there's just
mozzarella
some
cheese. It's amazing.
legendary pies out there. But I will say, California has some good pizza places, like these one-off little pizza pop. Oh man,
I'll tell you this right now: the biggest sham in the world, California Pizza Kitchen, bro. That's Spago's knockoff from Wolfgang Puck.
California. Oh, the frozen pizza crap.
That is originally a chain restaurant that Wolfgang Puck started.
No.
Absolutely.
No way. I didn't know that.
Absolutely, dude.
Really?
Back in the good old days of Spago back in the 80s, and then he
Yeah.
moved into the pizza market, dude. Look it up. That's
No
his pizza
way,
chain.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he reverted to garbage and cardboard.
You know what? That was
How the mighty have fallen.
You know what?
Hey, I will say this real quick. My dad has a Dutch oven, enamel coated one from it's a Wolfgang Puck series from one of his good ones. Hey, it's a machine, but it was obviously like he's had it. I don't even know how long he's had it. So probably before the pizza ended up in cardboard.
Bro, you want to hear some funny shit about a famous, quasi-famous celebrity chef? So you know who David Chang is?
David Chang. Is that the owner of
Momofuku in New York, Noodle Bar, fucking.
Oh no, okay, never mind. I was going.
You're thinking about the guy who does all the food trucks and shit in California?
No, I was thinking, but I think it might be Chen, the guy. Panda Express started out as a sit-down, like formal Chinese restaurant down south in Southern California.
Yeah.
And they started doing like to go, and it was like it just blew up, and so now it's fast food Chinese.
Yeah. So David Chang has a bunch of really awesome restaurants on the East Coast in New York.
Okay.
Momofuku, Noodle Bar, all kinds of cool
I've heard
shit.
of Momofuku, yeah, obviously. David Chang.
So he came up with this idea in 2017 where he was going to have a ghost kitchen in like an industrial area and do nothing but to-go orders. That's all you would do. And they would serve both menus from his restaurants, and you could get it anywhere in New York City.
Huh, wow. That's pretty
And he
smart,
came up
actually.
with this whole concept of a fucking delivery service and had a guy come up with an app for your phone.
DoorDash.
And
no, Grubhub.
Here's the best part. He did it before all of them.
Oh, and he got snuffed out.
And then like the overhead was too much for the delivery drivers, and then like if you have a delivery fleet, you have to have delivery fleet insurance.
Yeah. It's a very big.
It's a total fucking nightmare. And he went through this whole process to figure this shit out.
And
he didn't even break even, dude. And then like a year or two later, coronavirus happened, and everybody delivers shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, like Grubhub, DoorDash, and stuff had started like a little bit just before that, like a few years before that. But then all of a sudden, That was the only way you were
Yep.
eating.
And that was the thing, dude. If he timed it like a year and a half later,
Or just stuck it out, like somehow grinded it out, he'd be doing just fine.
yep. But no, he
Oh,
was a little
man.
too early, and he blew all his money, dude.
That sucks, dude. And
Yeah.
it's hey, that's got to be like one of the hardest things, dude. Like, I'm not saying I was the first one ever to invent finger skateboards, but there's a lot of people who my dad remembers all of it. Like, he still bring it up to me, like feeling bad that he didn't
Like invest in it.
help me get it patented and stuff.
Yeah.
But like no one else was doing. Like, my dad worked for this like fundraiser thing that did like credit card fundraiser things and had all these discounts on it for high schools. So it had all these graphics of the high schools. So I'd like cut them all out and make these and bend and make these boards or leave them flat like snowboards. And I'd find ways to keep I'd use like double-sided tape in 2 spots for like bindings, or I'd take Hot Wheels apart or Legos and put like trucks on these things,
Dude.
right? And I would sell them at school. My dad is like, you need to sell those and think about do like, and I'm like, who's gonna buy this stupid crap, right? This is in like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, or like 4th and 5th grade. 6th grade, I kind of just like had them around, right? Next year, soon as I hit 7th grade, bro, all of a sudden tech decks were everywhere. I could have been that guy. Like,
bro, we bought one for my 6-year-old for Christmas, dude. That shit was like $18.
And what's crazy is like me and my buddies bought a couple of them. We were joking about how it was my idea, like someone stole my idea or whatever, And then we started building cardboard skate parks first. Like, we did it all first because that was our life. That's all we did was skateboard. I'm not saying I'm the only one out there who ever did it, Don't slaughter me, internet. But I'm telling you,
this is some shit that's right up there with the Rockafire explosion, dude.
The who? What?
Oh, you don't know what Rockafire explosion is?
Oh, I'm unfamiliar with that term for sure.
Okay, have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, yeah, of course.
What was the restaurant before Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't even know.
Showbiz Pizza.
Oh, crap.
Okay, so Showbiz Pizza had a band that was made of animatronic animals and shit.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
And that place was called the Rockafire Explosion.
Oh, man. Yeah, I vaguely... I've never been to it. I've only been to it when it was Chuck E. Cheese. But so I remember now that I remember someone else talking about this.
So here's the thing. So the guys who started Chuck E. Cheese as a rival company patented the idea of having animatronic animals in their restaurant and fucking bankrupted the guy who owned Showbiz Pizza. So he sold the locations to Chuck E. Cheese. And
oh my gosh, dude.
And here's the fucked up thing. The dude who made all of the Rockafire explosions and shit, all the bands, he made them himself. He was like the original.
Yeah. No way, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, there's a documentary if you look it up.
So this dude invented this awesome thing. Someone burned him on the idea. Pat was a little bit savvier, maybe. So he socked him in the face, came in, swooped up his whole life, and then pissed on him on the way out.
Yep.
Yeah.
The worst, dude, if you ever watched a documentary about it, dude.
Hey, right there. David was wondering what happened to Showbiz.
See? the saddest part, like when you watch the documentary, the dude who started all of that shit had the original band that he started, that he built from scratch, all the animatronics, all the skins, everything.
Yeah.
And his fucking house caught fire and his garage burned to the ground.
Oh, and the world took a dump on it.
Yeah, just
after all that, dude. No, that poor guy.
It was fucking the saddest shit ever, dude. Look it up, dude. Rockafire explosion.
No more. No.
I will say this though, because I grew up in that era, dude.
Yeah.
Being the Gen Xer and the old man in the crew. I've been to them when I was a kid.
Okay.
And they are the scariest looking fucking creatures on the planet, dude.
Okay. So Chuck E. Cheese did it right.
No, even like originally, because
No,
if you're
yeah,
talking, like,
Chuck
the
E.
80s
Cheese
and
did
shit,
not look like he does now. No,
was
folks.
not like child friendly. It was like the creepiest,
No.
weirdest shit, dude.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. You're also talking
Yes.
1980s animatronics.
Oh yeah, dude. Like,
There was
oh
there was no like fluid movements, and like everything was a
no,
little janky and
yes.
shit.
So like how all that stuff works off now is like PLCs and automatic drives and computers.
All that
And
shit back
they
then.
did have that back then, but it's nowhere near what you guys could even conceptualize of. Like the crane that we work on, one of the cranes at work, it was built in like 87.
Straight hydraulic lines and old school servos.
Dude, and there's a computer in there that runs a PLC program from 1987, folks.
You
Like
have to put the cards in it and shit for it
they
to.
don't make the cards anymore. To like the program, like it's a scary situation now. Like
what
it's
people
not.
So what people probably don't understand what we're talking about is they used to have these fucking like cardboard cardstock cards
Mhm.
that had a bunch of divots and holes punched in them.
Oh, it's
And
not.
that
No,
was
it's not that old. Yeah, yeah.
this was your original programming. So you would
Oh,
like
here
turn
we
the thing
go.
on
Here we
and you'd
go.
have to put it in there. And
Here
then
we go.
it would register.
Look at this. Look at this. Texas had to weigh in. 87 was a good year.
I remember that year.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I. My sister was born. Oh, David. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Nah, it's fine.
I wish. I wish.
Little JB Weld, some duct tape, little fucking baling wire.
Yeah.
Fine.
Hey, fun fact, and you can like look this up if you look up the site that I work at, which you can message me about later.
You know I'm gonna, right?
The crane that we use, the two cranes, Pixar came up and watched it work for like 3 days to get the functions down perfectly the way they wanted it for Toy Story 3. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a fun fact.
Right on.
There's also like half a mile away, a little airport that like NASA and the Navy or something, some air or the Air Force and NASA or something have for a while. So there's they're really hard to find, but you can find these articles about how we don't really convert trash into energy. We're keeping aliens, and the boilers are just where we get information. No, yeah, we get rid of the bodies and extract information from them and stuff. Like, yeah, dude, like, hey, they told me that in my interview. I was like, that was like one of the biggest things I was juiced about. Oh, hey, sorry, we got a Miguel Cifuentes. He says, Rev, Big Nasty in the house.
What's good, brother? Good to see you. That's a good brother of mine. He's an awesome dude.
Well, Robert said, okay, Big Nasty needs to be on the show. Curious about his stories.
Maybe.
I'm thinking it has something to do with Big Nasty and the fact that he knows you.
Big Nasty's a super awesome dude. Hopefully. Maybe we'll work that out.
Yeah. And hey, shout out to Robert. Robert's like one of our biggest fans. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Man, I wonder, maybe Tony Tone ain't going to make it.
Oh. Should we start talking about the shit he wanted to talk about just to hurt his feelings?
That's up to you. This is your flying umbrella, man. I'm just steering the wheel. You tell me where to go, Captain.
I'll give him another 10, 15 minutes. If he doesn't show up, I'm going to go full send. You know.
Oh, boy. So you guys did maybe, is that it? Is it more like the duo thing you guys did together?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's what I was gonna bring up, but never mind. We'll wait.
It's absolutely what it is.
Hey, so real quick, updates on the Forge. Have you done anything in the snow yet, or has it been too crazy? You tinkered around anymore?
I did a couple of things. I'm trying to set up the shop just how I want it, and I worked out a deal, and I just got an actual farrier's anvil.
Ooh!
Like an hour ago.
Oh. The Rev, ladies and gentlemen, the Rev. Nice, man.
I also did a little bit of wheeling and dealing. I think I brought this up before. You know what a ham hunt is?
Yeah, why can't I remember? I know we've talked about this.
So out here we have something. You know what a javelina is?
Yeah, they're basically pigs, but they're small and reddish and hairy, like a
Fucking
little.
angry.
Yeah, they're little spitfires, man.
Some of them up here they get pretty big.
Yeah,
dude.
okay, I shouldn't say little. They do get up. They'll get up to. Can they get up to like a couple?
Yeah, 150, 200 pounds.
They can't get that big. Okay.
Yeah. Like the big ones, yeah, and they're mean.
Mm.
So out here, up in the mountains, they do something called a ham hunt, where you can hunt them.
Are they really? I'm sorry. Nobody said they're not a pig family. They're in the rodent family?
They absolutely are. They're closer related to like a nutria than a pig.
Really?
Absolutely.
But aren't they ungulates? Don't they have hoofs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna have to talk to my brother. He knows all about this kind of classification crap.
So up here, once a year they do a hunt.
Shout out to Nombre.
I know, for knowing stuff.
Yeah, right. Sorry, continue, Rev. I apologize.
Yeah, so up here you can do a hunt where you can only hunt them with handgun, archery, and muzzleloader.
Let's go.
So I just did a little wheeling and dealing, and hopefully this weekend I'll have a 50 cal musket, and I'm gonna go shoot one of them fucking things with a musket because that's something I would do.
So, not good. Hey, well, two parts to this. So, you do know that about the recent update in the flavor of smokes that I smoke and the continuous communist raid on my rights here in the state.
A musket is not considered a firearm.
No, I have no problem with any of those. Yeah, no. But menthols, right?
Yeah, we had a lengthy conversation about menthols.
So I have not had a hard time finding them yet. It's been nice. I know a few places, right? And but eventually I'm gonna have to make some trips.
Do you know how many casinos we have out here on Native American land where you can buy those tax free?
Exactly. Well, but so if I'm gonna make a trip, I'm gonna make it worth my while. So if I'm going out of state to get menthols, I might as well swing to Arizona. I also have family there. Yeah. Well, if I'm going to see family, I might as well swing in and see the Rev.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting time.
And I would love to set it up one time where if it's not with my cousin or you or somehow, maybe I'll go all the way out to Texas and I want to hunt javelina with a bow for sure.
Right on. We schedule it, you do the ham hunt, you can do the archery portion.
Yes. Let's do it.
I'll bring one of my friends and he can bring his 44 Magnum.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm in all day. Yeah. I need to go out. How's the turkey out there? Honestly, you would know more than my cousin probably. No offense.
It's okay.
Kyle,
it depends on where you are, dude. Like up here, it's pretty okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
He's down by Havasu, or he's in Havasu.
See, that's a totally different ball game because all the flora and fauna and shit are very different down in Havasu.
See, turkeys don't seem like they'd be in that deserty environment. They're woodland, man. I mean, at least in all the places I've ever seen and hunted turkey.
Bro, you'd be amazed at stuff we have up here in the mountains, dude.
I need to come out there and do can you still hunt mountain lions out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that. That's like one of my dream hunts, too.
You can go up to the mountains and out. You got to get tags and shit, but
yeah, you have to get a guide because it's so hard to get them without dogs. Like that's just you're asking to be in the woods for weeks on end. Cure javelina meat in buttermilk.
Yeah,
big nasty tip right there.
Yeah, it definitely you got to do something like that because it definitely has some gamey flavor to it.
There he is.
About time, dude.
Hey, real quick.
Super Dad's job never stops, bro.
Right?
You know it, man.
We got a big one. Hey, we got an offer. It's a promotion of our channel and viewers and followers and chat bots. Let's go. We're really getting somewhere, boys.
You get 100% discount on feet picks if you use Dude Network.
TDN 23 for feet picks.
3 feet picks. They're gonna be Tony's. So you know.
They say the more twisted, the better. I'm thinking mine are worth at least a couple hundo a piece per.
That's what I'm saying.
Per piggy toe.
I got working man's feet, man.
I might literally cry wee the whole way home.
So,
what am I missing? Fill me in. I don't want to hop in and be asking the same questions that we just got done talking about.
Actually, we were waiting for you to show because we're going to talk about our little collab video and a very special restaurant there in Toledo, Ohio.
Let's go.
Oh boy! Whoa, fancy mans.
I'm in the list of like craft rooms. There's like all these like things that I can finagle and play with.
So adult ADHD is gonna.
Yeah, so I'm like literally like the old like what they taught us in college in speech class. Like
hold your
hand on the other.
So for those of you who didn't see, me and Tony did a collab video about this place called Tony Packo's Bar and Grill in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So you want to tell us what was it like, man? You got to try it. You got to sample some of the goods.
So I remember it's the third time I've been to Tony Packo's in my life. First time I went, my buddy took me for the nostalgia. He's like, everybody's been there, but I didn't know it came from MASH. I thought it was good. The second time I went, I was like, man, I gotta go because I remember like Tony Packo's was really good. Well, that time it sucked, and I was like, I'm over it. And like Rev was even like, hey, Tony Packo. I'm like, I'm not going to Tony Packo's. And he's like, oh, come on, man. He's like, just get the content, we'll work with it. And I'm like, okay. And then I went to go get tacos for lunch, and then it just sent. I was like, dude, do Rev a solid, just go, just go to Tony Packo's. And I even left him a voicemail that said, I just want you to know that I really want tacos, but I'm going to Tony Packo's instead for you. Yeah. And I went, and it was actually delicious. I don't remember the the kielbasa being like sliced in half, and that being the dog, like a half of a ring. Like they take a ring and instead of butterflying it, it's good and half it. And then I don't remember it being like that, but the chili was really good. No cinnamon. Shout out to that. The cheese was not terrible quality cheese like Skyline, because you would think you're getting close. Yeah. You're getting close to Skyline's in the same area. You can go to Toledo, you can get Skyline, but Tony Packo's is close. And you would think it's pretty close by the look of it, chili and the cheese, but Tony Packo's was superb. It was so good. But it's also got pierogies. The pierogies I got also were delicious. And you can get like cabbage, very Polish style. I'm guessing Tony Packo is Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the history behind this restaurant he's talking about is actually made famous in the TV show MASH.
Oh, okay.
So there's a character named Klinger, played by Jamie Farr, who is from Toledo, Ohio. His favorite baseball team, the Mud Hens. And his favorite bar and grill is Tony Packo's. There's a very specific episode in that series where they need to put a patient on dialysis, but of course they're a field hospital and don't have a dialysis machine. So the surgeons research the original dialysis machine. It's called the Kolth machine. You can look it up. It's a real thing. And the guy did, the original doctor who made it, all the dialysis machine is pumping fluid in and out of the body through a filter. Mm-hmm. So it bypasses the kidneys and uses an artificial filter. The original doctor used sausage casings as the filter. So the surgeons on the show had Klinger call home to have them order a bunch of sausage casings from Tony Packo's Bar and Grill.
And
that's crazy.
And on the show, it totally worked.
There we go.
Because of that, they started a very interesting tradition at Tony Packo. So if you look on the walls and stuff at their original location, they take hot dog buns, and every time a celebrity is there, they sign the hot dog buns and hang it on the wall.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's
I'm on the phone, but I did take a photo of one of the cases at the drive-through place, and I can't show it now, but maybe if people tune in tomorrow, we'll have that picture.
Ooh, nice.
But yeah, it's awesome though. Yeah, I remember I went to the first time I went to the original, and this is like one of their corporate spinoffs. But I went to the original, and like the whole place is nothing but autographed hot dog buns on the wall. It's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got to be a fire hazard of some sort. Got to be.
No, because they're not. The original ones were real hot dog buns. Now they actually have a polystyrene sponge that looks like a hot dog bun, so they can mount it and keep it forever. Because the original ones they had to get rid of because they started growing fungus and shit.
Yeah, they fall apart, get all brittle.
Yeah. Yes. They look real. But no,
That's brilliant. That's a brilliant idea.
It was actually there's a lot of history to all of them. You don't realize how many people go through Toledo until you've been to a Tony Packo's.
Toledo.
But like everyone's like, man, it's so bad, and I just thought the worst. But I think on the video, when I take my bite of my review, I was like, it snapped, like that sausage casing just snapped in my mouth, and I'm like, that's nice. And yeah, they bring them out instead of like we talk about glizzies, like hot dogs in water. All they do is just bring out like half kielbasa that are soaking in juices, like taking a bath the whole time, and they're amazing.
Damn word.
Can't go wrong with that.
You gotta get glizzies.
I just think that's so dumb.
Dude, the New York dirty water dog, man, that's fucking a thing, dude.
No, I know. But all of a sudden it's a glizzy?
Yeah, I don't understand what happened.
Only there, man. Like, that's how hot dogs come in New York, dude. Just
dude, hey, my wife and I go to Costco all the time just to get their Polish sausages in hot dog water, floating in the water, steamed
hot dog water,
steamed buns. It's like it's as close as I'm going to get to a New York City, street cart vendor. All right, my bad. Sorry.
That's all right. Hey,
but I love them.
Speaking of Polish sausage, I got like a 42-ounce thing of Eckrich Polish sausage for $5.50 at Sam's Club today.
Nice.
Holy crap!
I was like, this will work for my current series. I was like, we can work with that. Yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking super cheap, just as cabbage, potatoes, and sausage and some butter, man.
This is the second or third or fifth time he said it. He's screaming Polish in the chat. I don't.
Can't. Yeah,
it's the first time he actually used the term Polish.
I know. I think that's what
we're going to give him a little bit of credit.
I think that's what he wanted to be acknowledged for. So
Polish.
No.
Yeah, only because because he had time to sit and think and type it out. I'd like to do it on the fly in conversation.
No, we'll
wants to bet
get pulled.
Mrs. Chut is sitting right next to him, telling him how to fucking spell it.
Yeah, like, no, you do not say that again.
He's like, what's ish about being a Pole?
See, we're allowed to make fun of that, right? It's like one of the last bastions of bad jokes we can tell, right?
What's that?
Polish jokes.
Yeah.
We can still do that, right?
I don't even know. Yeah, well, we're all white people. I don't understand why we can't.
Like, we still do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I first heard a handful of them, I was losing my mind laughing.
I don't even know any good Polak jokes.
I got one for you.
How
can you tell the groom at a Polish wedding?
I don't know.
The one wearing the clean bowling shirt. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I ain't Polish.
Oh no, you talk about it so much. I thought
no. I don't know. I'm sure there's Polish in there somewhere, but Lane is an English name.
Yeah, I did know. Yeah,
and then my mom is a Wagner.
Oh,
but the other ones like are Wickham's, and I think Wickham's also like a UK one.
Got it. Okay.
But there's also a Jenkins, and I think Jenkins might be Polish. I'm not sure. Jenkins might be German too. I don't know. I gotta look up. I don't know
I-
much
I-
about my family's history. I haven't done the whole.
Oh, dude, you're rattling off way more than I can, and my family has done insane genealogy or family history, whatever.
I
Like
don't know about all that, but I definitely
trace
used
back
know
to Genghis Khan and crap.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
definitely-
insane.
used to know a guy named Leroy Jenkins. Is that the same, Tony?
Oh yeah, it's also Ferguson Jenkins' brother. If anybody knows that, they should be giggling. If anybody knows who Ferguson
Hey.
Jenkins is, and how not Polish Ferguson Jenkins is.
Oh man.
So everybody have a good week though.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah,
I had a
I'm
nice
having way too much.
4-day week.
Yeah. I'm having way too much fun with this budget cooking, guys. Way too much fun.
You mean you pores?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
having
yeah.
way too
Oh,
much-
dude, that is the greatest shit ever.
Hey, Dude Network, home of the pores.
Yeah, we us
Home of the pores.
pores.
Us
Us
pores.
pores.
Home of us pores. Oh, yeah, home of us pores.
Hey,
For
dude,
anybody
that-
who hasn't seen this, Tony's
my
doing
gosh.
a special series on his channel of $10 meals that you can cook for a family of 4 and $10.
And he's crushing it, by the way.
He's doing a great job, but he keeps getting these comments like, "Great, the pores are at it again.
Yay, poverty.
Yay, poverty."
Hey, my favorite one, like, oh, dinner must suck in your house. It's like I'm literally showing you how it's not.
There was one before the show that was a straight cold blood. This dude like beats his puppies in his free time,
Like
man.
kicks kittens and shit.
It was like,
Oh, man.
you obviously don't love your family holding this muck. You say you have a family, you probably don't even have one with what
Oh
like
my
I mean, it was like brutal. But then he's like died instead of dude. So my only response was I corrected and put dude with the asterisk beside it.
yes.
That was for
Yes,
Nombre.
dude.
That was a Nombre. Nombre is like the master of comment trolling, and I'm just trying to get on his level. But yeah, man, it's been funny. Yay, poverty was a good one, and oh look, the pores are at it again.
Yeah, the
I love
pores
that
are
one.
at it
The
again.
pores are at it again. Now, show us pores.
The poor, yeah, you know us pores. Dude, that was one of the greatest like interactions online I've seen.
And I think that guy followed me after that. He's like, he wins.
All right.
You have to, you have to, you
they have
win,
to. And them dudes are actually the most loyal to your channel when you get it.
right?
But,
You know us pores, dude. I will never.
so
Oh, man.
actually, the most recent one is up with Brad from Redbeard. I met up with him, and we did like a burger challenge. So that
Yeah, and you know what? You broke the bank with the 1 pound tomato, bro. This is what happens when we eat fucking vegetables.
you know what's great?
It was over $10, Tony.
It was $10.
66 cents.
$10. And I was talking shit to the cash register because I even asked him. I was like, and I recorded it. I was like, "You think this is all under $10?" He's like, "Probably not." I'm like, "Want to bet?"
Oof. Oof.
Then I was like, "I blame Brad. I was wrong."
Oh, here goes the ginger thing again.
Oh, no.
But no, it's been a good time, man. I tell you what, I've been saving money cooking in the house because we actually eat what I've been making. You know, like that casserole, the wife and kids ate off that thing for like 2 or 3 meals after when I was gone this week because I wasn't home. And then you got a 4-year-old and a picky 3-year-old eater. You know, they don't eat a whole lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, it goes a long way in this house. I get how the people like with like a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old in the house. Like, yeah, that's a different story. $10 probably ain't getting that job done.
Yeah, probably not.
You know, I find that shit hilarious because, like, when I was definitely broke back in the day, like a pack of tortillas and a bag of frijoles would last like 2 weeks, and that's what you'd be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah,
It's like $3.
absolutely. Yeah, there's so many options, and it's been cool all the comments because there's been some other really good ideas that have come in, like so.
Yeah, I bet that's an endless thing where you can just keep finding different ways to make budget meals and you're saving money and eating great. Like, where's the down?
No, it's like I went and bought tonight. I did TikTok live because like the lives are keeping me like focused on one project for a long time. And as you guys know, it's hard.
That's a hard thing to do.
Mhm.
I'm scatterbrained, a little scatterbrained.
Sure, that's what we'll call that.
Yeah, just a little. You know, we won't celebrate it, Rev, but just a little.
You're not alone, buddy. You're not alone.
Yeah. But no, like tonight I did like a whole massive thing of chicken tenders that were $13.50. I cooked them up. The kids ate some for dinner, and we still had like 3 Ziploc bags completely full. So we'll probably get like 4 like main course meals out of $15 worth of like meat in that, and it's only because I bought in bulk. And I'm just loving sharing it with people. It's like people are saying thank you, man. It's just,
well, I like the times right now. It just falls in perfect, and people because of the last few years, people cook at home again now.
right.
And but it's not the same as cooking at home 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like a service you're doing.
No, yeah, and that's how I wanted something I could sink my teeth into, and I'm just like, you hear all these like shows like, well, my heritage is this, my heritage is that, and I was like, sat there thinking, and I was like, what's my heritage? I'm like, oh, we ate poor people, us poors, we ate poor people.
Yay, poverty.
So, I was like, yeah, yay, poverty. I was like, but with my recent skills of learning how to do food better, I was like, it just clicked. I was like, I bet I can make these shitty pot roasts that I ate as a kid be effing A now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's take these like poor people food, make it good, man. Like let's make people be like proud to have a damn good $10 meal. And what I've learned, fuck Canada.
Ooh.
25, 30 bucks. Dude, there's so many Canadians saying that it would have cost them 25 bucks just for the pork.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hyperinflation, banned all their firearms and stuff.
It's crazy, man.
Like terrible.
They got free health care.
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh man. There's a Canadian in his backyard. My bad.
Oh no. You ever seen the movie Canadian Bacon?
Yes, it's been a long time. But I remember the concept. John Candy, and then who was that? Gilbert Godfrey as like the criminal they dressed up. Mickey Mouse acid guy.
I'm just waiting for when they start selling all that cool shit from the local army base, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to redo that movie.
You let me know when that sale starts, Rev.
I absolutely abhor fucking remakes. Like, there's absolutely no original thought. But there is one remake the Rev has contemplated, and I want Kevin Smith to do it. So if Kevin Smith ever sees this,
you mean when?
When? So, you know what movie I want remade?
Hang on, Full Metal Jacket.
No.
Uncle
Blazing
Buck.
Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
Okay, and I want The Rock and Kevin Hart to be the two main characters. Okay, but I want The Rock to be the sheriff and Kevin Hart to be the gunslinger. And Kevin Smith needs to write and direct it.
Has anybody seen Blazing Saddles? Have you?
I know the movie. It's an old.
Okay. It's an older one.
But it's a marathon of a movie, right?
Huh?
Isn't Blazing Saddles like 5 hours long? That's Lonesome
No,
Dove.
it's a regular 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Monty Python era.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Right, a Western.
Mel Brooks. Yeah.
Sorry.
Anybody remember the character Mongo? That huge dude they send to take out the sheriff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know who wrote the lines for that?
No.
Richard Pryor.
Get out of town.
I shit you
Let's
not. Look it
go.
up. Absolutely. Gene Wilder is the drunken gunslinger.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Brilliant.
There's a million beautiful lines from that movie that nobody can ever repeat because someone will get offended.
Someone's already offended for you bringing it up.
I was saying, dude, that's like one of my all-time classic favorite movies.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one, actually. A long time. Oh man.
You want to see an epic Richard Pryor movie, dude? If you can find it, look up The Toy with Richard Pryor.
Yes, that's with a kid, right? With the kid that's got him.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
janitor in this toy store, and this millionaire played by Stacey.
Oh
Keach.
yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, and the best one-liner in that whole movie is like, they're like, all right, you can have whatever you want from the store, and he points to Richard Pryor. He says, I want that, and the butler's like, you can't buy that anymore.
I remember that was like the first Richard Pryor movie that I was actually allowed to watch because I was a kid and my parents didn't like his other stuff. But yeah.
Oh yeah, same.
But I remember like
same.
when the water and like the piranha that like lit his ass up or something like that because the kid had everything including piranha in his pond or some shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other great one is if anybody's seen Brewster's Millions.
Mm-hmm. Another good one.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, that's
so. Richard Pryor is this minor league baseball player, and he finds out that he has a white uncle who dies. And Richard Pryor,
I know. Yeah, I know the movie. Yeah.
But there's a stipulation: he gets $1 million up front, but he has like 30 days to spend it and have nothing to show for it, and then he gets the rest of the guy's fortune.
I don't know if I've seen it though. I do. I remember the. Oh, Loot. Loot says, "What's up, fellas?
What's up, Loot Boothrat? A man. Loot's a homie, man.
He is. He is a faithful.
Absolutely.
Hell of a football player too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a quick little bastard.
Quick little bastard.
Him and our Boonton, man.
Now, do you mean football or do you mean soccer?
No, straight up football. Yeah. They were fat.
He says he could use some hats and T-shirts.
I know.
So could we.
So could we, buddy. So could Tony. So could we all could here on the network.
I got something in the works that's coming. I'm just trying to get the whole package put together. But I will say we do have shirts coming.
Cool.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm cutting the sleeves off just so you know.
I hope you do.
Gangster.
Only if you wear it around the sleeves around your head like a real American would.
What am I, Daniel-san from friggin' Karate Kid, bro?
Maybe. I mean, I probably taught him something if I know.
Like, yeah, is that story loosely based on you?
In the bottom, he goes, "Was kind of quick." LOL.
Yeah. I was kind of quick. That's awesome.
Quick, yeah. I was.
That's what's up, Lou. That's what's up.
I wasn't slow. Yeah, we can put you up as Karate Kid.
Yeah. Are you hinting towards another conspiracy here or what?
Have you seen the TV show?
Mm-hmm.
The TV show is awesome because...
Dude, thank you. I'm so glad you said that.
So, like, Daniel-san turns out to be this overprivileged white kid afterwards. Like, 20 years later, he's like this rich asshole.
Yeah, he's Johnny.
Yeah, and like Johnny Lawrence is actually like kind of a decent dude. Like he's still stuck in the 80s and shit, drinking Banquet from Coors.
He's still an idiot.
Yeah, still an idiot, driving around a Trans Am, listening to hair metal bands and shit.
Yeah.
But he's actually the nice guy.
Yeah, he's the underdog. Dude, I love how well they tie all the storylines in with other people.
Absolutely.
Because like one of the original guys who was in Johnny's crew passed away.
Yeah, but they worked it into the.
They worked that into the show, so they had him in like 2 or 3 episodes, and then like they all went off on like one last road trip together. It was like they did a really good job for like sequel. For going off in like a sequel direction.
Yeah, without being cliche.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Right. I'm down with that.
You haven't seen any?
Go watch Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Yeah, Cobra Kai.
That's your assignment.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know. It's going to take a lot. It's going to have to be on a slow night for me to work up that courage. I don't know. I didn't really like. Karate Kid was cool. But...
Oh shit! Who invited this guy? Who the fuck
invited like the Karate Kid, dude?
Dude, that like defined a generation, whether you did karate or not.
Oh yeah.
I was Jackie Chan, man.
Like Jackie Chan is cool and everything, but I'm just saying.
That's
He's
just
a-
what we
he-
want.
He's a real gangster. He does like most of his own stunts, if not all of them. He's badass.
Dude,
but
he has a steel plate in his head.
yeah, he's hurt himself like immensely.
The only reason to watch his movies is to watch him kick his own ass in the bloopers and outtakes in the end.
There's a. Do you know the story of that metal plate in his head?
I don't remember.
I mean, I've watched actually a couple documentaries of behind the scenes with him, and I know he's talked about some of his close calls, and I want to say it's come up, but I do not know.
So there was a scene because like a bunch of his movies were made in overseas, and so he's doing this stunt where he's falling out of a building, and this car is supposed to like careen off of the top of the building over him, and they timed it wrong, so he falls and caught a VW bug in the face.
Oh,
and lived.
That's oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So I just had
exactly, Damon. Mr. Miyagi taught Jackie Chan. That's what's up. Pat Morita, rest in peace.
Quick flashback. I'm sitting here and I get a text come across my screen from Willow, David at Willow, saying, "Damn man, you don't deserve a family? What the hell?" From the guy at So he found the comment.
Yeah.
That's
dude,
thinking, man. There's like
there's
like 10,000 comments on that bitch at this point, man. That takes dedication.
That's hilarious, dude. Yay, poverty.
Yay, poverty and pores. Let's go.
I'm gonna get it tattooed.
Poverty and pores. P squared and R.
Right here.
Do you want to be P squared or R squared? Real relatable or povertous and poor?
You're the Tupac, dude. Get like the pores tattooed across your chest.
Ooh,
like Tupac.
Like the Outlaws. Set a Turlock. I'll just get the pores.
The pores.
Poor.
Oh.
Poor peep.
I don't have any room left, man. That's all you, Jonesy.
I got plenty of room, bro. Plenty of room.
Poor peep. I had one more finger. I bet poor peep.
Because hey, my wife's cool with my craziness, so a throat tattoo is not out of the question. But it's just trying to work up the courage to stick the dude network right there.
The throat tattoo's not that bad.
Over my tracheotomy scar.
It's not that bad, dude. I got one. It doesn't hurt too bad.
Oh, I'm not worried about it, bro. No. It's just, do I want to see that right there? I mean, that logo's badass too. So it's like
we're gonna start investing in like neckties and dickies and scarves for Johnsy.
Yeah. Oh, I'll wreck it. I'll rock a dickie. I wear a
I just want to see you rock a dickie and a wife beater at the same time.
Hey, so straight up, like ever since my boat accident, my spine is so trashed. Like the nerves are just so wrecked. It gets cold really, really fast. And then I'm really, really cold. And that's new for me, especially getting older, like that whole change. Because like I used to run around in shorts, sandals, and a sweatshirt in the winter, freezing when it was like, not as cold as where, Tony's at or whatever, but cold.
I used to do it all the time, man. Flip-flops, shorts, wife beater, like shoveling snow and shit.
Like in the 20s, and I'd walk out like, whatever. Like
not anymore, dude.
No.
I look like the Michelin Man at the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I got so many layers on.
Yeah, I go to work and I got turtlenecks on under my uniform. Like, bro, I'm just trying to keep my spine warm. You know what I mean? The struggle's real.
6 inches of Carhartt, 2 inches of Pecker, bro. Struggle is real.
Classic.
Oh man.
So Rev, I think whenever I need to start giving you like a heads up of like the places I'm going to go.
Ooh.
That way you maybe find me a good restaurant with a famous something that I could check out and like do the same thing, because that collab was fun.
We worked that out, dude.
Yeah. Got to figure out how to program your phone to where it doesn't ruin all video that's associated.
Oh boy, here we go.
We
knew that was coming. We knew that one was coming.
That's on mine. I'm not going to ask him to get anything with cobalt in it after what he sent us the other day. That's off the table.
All right, so I'm gonna get on my soapbox here because this is part of history people don't know about.
There we go.
So I sent all the boys from the Dude Network this video about cobalt mining in the Sudan. Okay, so there's this guy, this investigative reporter who snuck his cell phone in and recorded a cobalt mine. What a lot of people don't realize is cobalt is in everything. Every laptop, every tablet, every cell phone, every smart car, literally everything we use.
Yeah.
What you're watching us on right now is powered by a cobalt battery. So they say the top of the chain, like the Elon Musk types, the guys who are in charge of like Apple and iPhones and all that, don't know this stuff goes on there because they've never been there. The story they're told is that there are no what they call artisan miners. And artisan miners are basically people who walk in the mines and dig up cobalt with their bare hands. Okay. There's an interesting website you can check out if you Google it. It says slaveryfootprint.com, I believe, is the website. And it gives you a laundry list of questions you can ask. Right? And at the end, it'll tell you how many slaves touch your life in a day. What people don't realize, so we emancipated the slaves and Abraham Lincoln, and that's a big part of the Civil War and all that. There are more slaves today than there were then. Mm-hmm. Okay? Just because it doesn't happen here doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It doesn't mean it doesn't touch your life. Like if you have a phone, if you go to Dutch Brothers, if you go to Starbucks, McDonald's, on some level or another, all those raw materials, especially ones that are imported in the United States, are brought to you by slave labor.
This message is brought to you by Willow Seasoning, a small business with craft seasonings made right here in the United States.
Not using any
Willow is
slave labor.
Slave labor free. It's 2020. Check them out at willowseasonings.com. Use promo code Johnsy22 2022 or TDN 2023 to get your slave labor free spices.
And right now it's 23% off.
It is 20. They're always one up in the show. 20
for a limited time. So get on it.
Yeah,
get on it.
Yeah, before he loses his mind and changes it to 2.3 to overcompensate.
That's awesome.
Ginger Walmart greeters lately.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Sam's Club today. And I like that system. You know what's sad? It's the parent company of like Walmart. And you like go in there and they have this fancy little machine, a greeter. You do self-checkout and he goes to the machine. He goes,
here we go.
Done.
Buckle up. It's going to be a ride.
I was like, okay.
So here's the thing. Sam's Club was started first, right? Or Walmart was started first, and then to compete with Costco, they created Sam's Club.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Can't wait for it. So, as we know, we learned in the last episode, last Friday, that the Rev worked at Walmart, right? So once you've been there for over a year, you get a discount card. It does not work at Sam's Club. Even though they have this big thing that it's a family company and you can do it.
Awesome.
And anytime you try to use your employee discount at another store, the shit doesn't work. It really only works at the store you work at.
Walmart just gets better and better.
Motherfucker.
Hey, did you see the TikTok I tagged you in? Dude, I would have loved. Yeah, Rev sent that to me. I would love for you to encounter that guy. Oh my God.
It's the final Walmart greeter boss at the end of the game.
Yeah. That's at Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's your Mike Tyson.
That's your Mike Tyson right there, dude.
That's gonna be it.
That'll be the day when me and Johnsy show up on a Friday night show by ourselves going, we are currently collecting bail money for our comrade in arms, Mr. Tony Layton.
Great news, our R Squared merch lineup starts yesterday. There's a promise to be delivered on these shirts, but we need like $100 a shirt to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Man, that'd be bad news. That'd be bad news.
Man, that's 2 times. So Tony needs bail money for taking out a Walmart greeter, and Johnsy, if you look back on this show, needs money for haggis, bail money for haggis.
Yep.
We're just racking up crazy felonies out here.
Speaking of terrible things, Johnsy's gonna
Stop
eat
it! No,
in the near future.
No.
Yep.
We talked about this with one of our illustrious guests about the Surströmming
Watch it.
that is currently speeding its way to Johnsy's house in the near future.
Johnsy. It's all.
I accidentally gave him my next door neighbor's address.
Well, we all know after the branch, there's a good chance it does not make it to Johnsy's doorstep.
I got my branch box, man.
Third time's a charm, but I'm just saying.
Third?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
No. Oh, dude.
We didn't tell you that. I don't think he told you about that one, but there was another one.
Is it people getting off the porch, or is it the people delivering it taking it?
They were saying that it was stolen, so I don't know.
But I did everything. I've gotten everything since and before. Like,
I don't know.
Someone knew what they were dropping off. Is all I'm getting at.
I can guarantee you, no one is gonna steal this package, bro.
Hey, Laura Keniri's gonna watch you yak. That's what you know.
Your dad's gonna watch it, dude.
All the millions and millions that watch our network.
I don't think you realize what kind of networking capabilities Tony and myself have.
Who else are you bringing to this party?
Don't worry about it, dude. You'll see.
Yeah, we got. Don't worry.
No. Are you serious? Or are you guys bluffing me out right
No,
now?
I'm not blowing.
No, I know you're not.
I
know you're not.
I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
The
All right,
independent one-of-one mission. So yeah, he's probably bluffing. He's probably not bluffing.
No, he's not bluffing. I can see it in his eyes.
I'm wondering who else we can get on to watch this.
Bring it on. Let's go.
DPK would probably like it. Lauer would probably enjoy it.
Oh man, he'll talk so much crap to me.
In all fairness, John, do you think we're not going to blast this all over every outlet we have?
No, it's happening. It's already happening.
Yeah, he's going to either see it live or after the fact. So,
like it's gonna happen.
Yeah. No, I know. It'll be the most. Yeah, this is probably where we make it the big time because oh my gosh, you see this John's idiot Ralph? Whatever. Let's go.
We all need heroes, man. I'm down.
And just remember who was down, who sacrificed the most.
Will not be forgotten in that. Yeah.
Yeah, your sacrifice will go down in the annals of Dude Network history.
I'm totally down to pay for the Dude Network throat tat when that happens, man. That'll be
Let's go.
Where's Grubbs when we need him, dude?
Yeah, I'm like down yesterday.
Oh, by the way, Grubbs, I need to order one of them shirts because I need to. The guy did get the Dude Network tattoo. I need to help that guy get over to Meat Stock, man. I got sponsored.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does. He's got shirts going on for that.
I think instead of like buying a shirt that I really don't even want to wear, I'm just gonna be like, "How much is this shirt?" Like, I'm just gonna give you all.
Here's a donation.
Yeah. How about if it's 20,
and you get to save?
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
I really don't need the shirt, man. But here's some cash. Yeah. I want to do that.
I'm sure
he'll
he'll appreciate
that. Go hit up Grubbs. He's going over to Meat Side. He's cooking with Sonny.
He's going over to Australia, folks.
Yeah, he's going to head back through some South Africans. It's the most American thing of all time.
I can't wait to hear the accents coming out of this between the Australians, the South Africans, and we've met Grubbs, right?
And then you got the proper Sonny out of Missouri.
Oh yeah.
Like, someone needs to send a translator.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're gonna have to have translators.
If there's a group I would like to go out and just hang out and film, that would be one.
Right, absolutely, dude. Just watching Grubbs.
I just want to pay for a whole night of drinking with these guys. And
right? Yeah, exactly. Like, hey,
because it'll be off the chain, bro.
Here's a few $100s for shots. Go.
Yeah. Just give me Foster's.
Bro, I know
Foster's.
Australian
for beer.
Yeah.
And they utterly despise Foster's.
It's disgusting.
Australians hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably because you could like use the can as an actual weapon.
It's garbage beer to them, dude.
Yeah, it is just like
It's kind of garbage beer to us too.
it is not good. Not good.
I tell you, the one country that's got a good beer that's tied to the country is I like Red Stripe in Jamaica.
I'm gonna go with Ireland, bro. Is the top of the heap on that one?
With the Guinness.
Yeah,
But I don't like Guinness. I don't like porters and stouts.
you're fired.
Well, see, here's the deal. I
I mean,
love
I
porters
guess.
and stouts because I'm a man and I like taste. I'm sorry, Tony.
You're talking to the guy who got the Guinness harp tattooed on his neck.
But Guinness, dude, Guinness, can we please stop calling it a good stout? Can we please stop it? Like, the best thing they did was start serving Guinness on nitro, and it still doesn't do much for it.
Still better than most.
I said it. I said
Still
it.
better than a lot.
I will say I'm considering switching to stouts on the golf course because I think it'll be a good sipping beer for me out on the golf course. I think like one beer would last me like 6 holes because I would.
Then what's
there's
the point of going golfing?
There's really good ones that that are coffee infused with raspberry and all kinds of craziness.
Dude, the Sam Smith's like double chocolate stout is fucking delicious.
Yeah, back in the day, bro, I used to play my 18 holes barefoot doing that, Tony. The bomb with a few brewskis. That's how you golf. That's how you golf.
The big local stout out here in Rev might know that is by Yingling, the Hershey Porter.
Really?
The Hershey Porter, yeah.
Dude, the Hershey's out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yingling's out of Pennsylvania, so they took a collab one.
Hey, fun fact, we used to have a Hershey factory like 20 minutes from here before they moved it to Mexico.
He's not salty about that at all, Brad.
At all.
Like
now it's another it's another candy factory, that just makes shittier candy. Thanks a lot, Hershey. It's not even Nestle's. I wouldn't be that upset if I could get a free tour and eat some crunch or something, but no, I don't even know. Crap, whatever.
How you really feel, Jonathan?
It was a
moment.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, sorry. I'll dial it back.
No, you're good. Hey, take me off that throne, please.
No, you're gonna have to get me way more fired up than Hershey's leaving.
I was gonna say after last Friday's tangent about Walmart greeters and redheads, dude, Tony ain't got no leg to stand on right now.
It's not going anywhere. There's no one taking that crown.
I don't regret a fucking minute.
Of course not.
Don't remember about half of what I said, but I know it wasn't nice.
Oh, don't worry. It's in the works.
Yeah, I love it.
Again, we would like to officially apologize to Redbeard Seasonings.
Yeah. Proud sponsor and friendly ginger.
I hung out with them last night. I'm pretty sure I tripled down. That's 3 or 4 times a conversation about how ginger he is. So I don't know. Probably.
Again, I would like to officially apologize
to Redbeard Seasonings on behalf of the Dude Network.
Over, and I'm like, dude, get your soulless ass away from me.
Brad, we tried hard. Hey, Robert's with you, Tony.
Funny story about Brad last night. So I haven't made crepes in like God knows how long. And his kids, they knew Tony was coming over. And his kids love it when Uncle Tony comes over. So they come in the kitchen like, hey, like Brad and his wife were there like, hey, we need some snacks, man. You help us raid the pantry? And I'm like, absolutely. What do you need?
I was born for this.
I was like, I see some candy chocolate. What do you want? I was like, I got you. And they're like, pancakes. I'm like, how about I make you crepes? And they're like, what? I'm like, what are those? And I'm like, better than pancakes.
French pancakes.
And I was like, really, really thin pancakes. And they were not good. And I didn't try them. And the kids were all around. Brad's wife made all these like really quick jellies and sauces and stuff for the kids.
Oh, no.
And there was like, how is it? And Brad's one kid goes, these are trash.
So, fellas, I would like to inform all of you that my wife is standing in front of my laptop right now, snarfing down a bunch of cookies and pointing and laughing at me.
Nice.
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
I want a cookie.
Yeah, me too. Damn.
Look what you've done.
She got Tony's squirrel brain on cookies now.
Right.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
so like
it.
I felt so bad for like Brad and his wife because they were so embarrassed. They were like, "Hey, like shut up!" You know? I was like, "Huh?" And I took a bite and I was like, "Oh God, they are trash." I was like,
Hey, the three things that never lie: drunks, toddlers, and fucking yoga pants.
"Ooh, the yoga pants definitely don't lie."
Just saying.
Definitely don't lie. And
But-
neither do late night Walmart pictures.
I have a lot of Walmart stories from when I worked there, especially on like Black Friday and shit.
Oh,
That I'm
Oh,
not
my.
allowed to share because there's standards and practices, and then you'll never see the Dude Network again.
we just got this thing going.
Yeah. Slow down, Rev.
I'm just saying.
Well, oh man. Well, I'm gonna have to get. I've been gone all week, so I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
be off here.
Well, we're
Tomorrow-
about an hour and a half into it, give or take, so that might be a good time to.
Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate you letting me hang out. Excited for barbecue Buddha tomorrow night.
Yes.
Talking about the Buddha bites.
Buddha bites.
Buddha bite.
The
So excited to have that. Damon will be hanging out with us again tomorrow.
nice.
Excited for that. Foodie, just another foodie show on Sunday with Thick and Smoky.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Very
people hyped up that. You guys are killing the promotion on that. Definitely. Seems like there's a lot of people interested in that. So that's all exciting. We'll get the graphics up on the Dude Network the day of to create a little bit of last minute FOMO. If you don't know about it, but if you're listening to it, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and wherever you fall out in between is up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bingo.
What he said.
Carlos. That guy was in the chat talking about how cool Nombre was. So,
All right. To all the Jim and Polix,
gentlemen, it's been a good one.
Absolutely.
I'm
Thank you
not
for.
touching any buttons this time. Someone else can do that.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
All right, Tony, Rev.
Later, y'all.
Later.